Ooh. It's starting. This is the Genshin Impact 5.6 livestream, version 5.6 livestream. I wonder what they're gonna do this patch. I actually thought they were gonna start the livestream an hour earlier, but I guess not. A countdown is always exciting, isn't it? Okay, go on then. Wait, why is it in Japanese? But they did say Wind Bloom. Okay, I'm excited then. In Fontaine, really?
両選手、準備ができたようですね。それでは、ホテルドゥボール特別料理対決、開始。
Escoffier, okay. Cryo, I see. She's the character I've heard about. You know, leaks and stuff. Didn't realize she was going to be pulled on. This is one of his playstyles, isn't it? Whoa, okay.
古流の死体の謎の遺物。それに俺がフォンテーヌに来た理由を合わせて考えれば、例の密輸事件の捜査を逃れたものかもしれない。
僕の師匠にして母の黄金レインドットさ。
Grinddaughter.
僕をモンドに向かわせた時、ある大きな。
Oh, when was the last time we've heard of them?
世界の真相を探せというね。
Whoa.
想像してたよりも状況がひどいみたい。
また敵が来るぞ。
本件の被告に。
The defendant. What is this? Well, it's not the chapel, the church, I mean. Huh?
殺人事件？ホムンクルスが暴走して理性を失い、他者を傷つける狂気的な行動に走る。魔女会と正式な会談を行うことを願ってるんだ。あら、そんな勇気のある子がまだモンドにいたの？
天地が逆さになった時、人は世界の本質を知る。なら盤面が逆さになったら。
Sorry, I don't know what to say. I actually don't know what is going on.
これはレムリアが戦争のために用意した薬物なのよ。人体研究という課題を諦めたことは一度もない。モンドの法律にのっとり、被告人アルベトを殺人および死体遺棄で有罪とする。今も近くから聞こえるよ。
What same feeling?
なんだ、バルバトスか？
ファルか？
Oh my god, we're actually gonna meet Varka. Are we? We kept hearing about him, haven't we? He's the, his Gene is the acting Grand Master, so he's the actual master, isn't he? Okay, that's the first redemption code. Sorry, back up. What? That chessboard, where is that going to be located? I'm guessing there's going to be like a weekly boss, isn't it? Albedo on trial? Wait. For murder, supposedly? A synthetic being? I'm so confused. I actually thought Albedo was human. I'm gonna have to see his voice lines or something because, yeah, like I said, I thought Albedo was human, and if they're gonna be talking about some synthetic beings, then I'm just sorry, I'm just speechless. That's why I'm, you know, rambling just now. But
hello everyone! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.6 special program.
they're gonna explain,
I'm Jane
right?
Jackson, the voice of Ressa, and I have two awesome co-hosts with me today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny LaQuasto, and I'm the voice of Aoife.
Hey, your turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier.
Another Brit.
I'm so excited to be here.
And I am so excited to be hosting alongside you two today.
Oh, by the way, Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech. It's a piece of tech, basically. It helps Escoffier in the kitchen and in combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
Escoffier, okay.
It looks so much like a tail.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. And considering how it looks, people even call Escoffier a demon chef.
Ah, okay, that seems a little extreme.
Yeah, I'd say so too, but honestly, I don't know much about Escoffier. Can you tell us more about her, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at her profile. Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Oh, cool.
The hotel is famous for the extremely popular and exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been there, haven't we?
Yeah, only a limited amount of slices are available per day. Escoffier is a master of precision gastronomy, which means she approaches cooking as a science. She even develops advanced mecha to use in her cooking process.
Wow, that's some dedication to her craft.
Of course, in Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready to be served until it has her stamp of approval. And when she likes something, she gets completely lost in the flavors. It looks almost like she's in heaven.
That sounds incredible, but what if she doesn't like it?
Oh, then she'd probably say something like...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. Wow. Intense.
I promise Escoffier is actually very well-mannered most of the time. But when it comes to food, she couldn't be more strict. It's all for good reason, though. Escoffier believes her mission as a chef is to make haute cuisine accessible to all. So she's not just strict on other people, she demands perfection from herself too. Because that's the only way to make her dream a reality.
Oh, is that why she develops all those cooking mecha?
That's right. With their help, even people who are short on time or cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
Okay, that feels like a personal call-out. But seriously though, I'm telling you, I could use something exactly like that.
Same here. Emily, you said Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg. Does that mean she doesn't work there anymore?
Yeah, that's right. She even had to spend time in the Fortress of Meripede.
Oh, what did she do?
Fortress of Meripede? What happened?
We can't divulge the details right now, but all will be revealed in Escoffier's story quest, treasured above all. So be sure to check it out if you're interested, travellers. You'll also be rewarded with extra ascension materials for Escoffier. Oh, and travellers will get to take part in a one-of-a-kind culinary showdown in this quest. Not only will travellers get to experience Escoffier's mentorship firsthand, but special guests will also make an appearance.
Special guest, nice. Huh. Okay, I see blubber beasts and romaritime flowers. Wait, do we have to cook 4 blubber beasts using Romaritime flowers? That's not much to work with.
All I can say is trust in Escoffier. She can work wonders.
Oh, I'm definitely a believer. Okay, so we know what she can do in the kitchen, but what about on the battlefield?
Right, let's get
She's
into
probably
it.
a 5-star, isn't she? She looks cool though.
Escoffier wields a cryovision and is a powerful addition to freeze-focused teams, which brings us to one of her talents. When Escoffier's elemental skill or elemental burst hits an enemy, she can reduce their resistance to hydro and cryo damage. The more hydro and cryo characters in the party, the greater the reduction.
Good for freeze teams, okay.
So it looks like the enemies here aren't actually frozen, but the resistance reduction still takes effect.
Yeah, that's really important. As long as her elemental skill or burst hits an enemy, the reduction takes effect. The enemy doesn't need to be frozen. That means the talent works on bosses and other unfreezable enemies.
Wow, so it seems like any character that deals hydro or cryo damage can benefit from that talent. I can definitely see her being a powerful support in freeze teams.
True, but Escoffier's not just a support. She can dish out damage as well. With an actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field that follows the active character and periodically fires projectiles at nearby enemies, dealing cryo damage. So with her ability to shred resistance, she basically buffs her own damage. In addition, her elemental burst restores HP to the entire party.
Incredible. Okay, so she can buff the party, dish out damage, and heal. Wow, sounds like she's pretty versatile.
Yeah, and thanks to a different talent, she has another ability that really showcases her skills as a chef. If you hold her elemental skill, the cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into a delicious dish.
Whoa, I've never seen a talent like that before.
That's definitely new.
So you don't even have to prepare the ingredients yourself? Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, and plus she can produce several kinds of dishes this way.
Well, that will be so fun to check out.
New
in game.
dishes or the ones we already
so
have
take
before?
note of this next piece of news, travellers. In the first half of version 5.6, we'll have event wishes for Escoffier and Navia. A new 5-star polearm, Symphonist of Sense, will be
I
featured
bet
on
it's
the
crit
weapon
rate.
banner. Our new 4-star character, Aoife, will also enjoy a drop rate boost
Oh,
on the
game,
first
don't
half
do this to
banners.
me.
Aoife, no way, bro.
I think that's my line, but I couldn't have said it better myself.
Because I don't really want a
And
Escoffier,
another bit
I
of
just
really
wanted
exciting
Aoife.
news is that travellers will get to spend more time with these two in the new version.
Well, I guess I gotta spend primers on
Who
her
are you
banner as well
talking
then.
about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
All eyes are on me. Holy servants, behold, the almighty Dragon Lord's magnificence!
Dude, you talk too much. Oh, please. No. No. If those two have a conversation, I'm gonna die, seriously.
Does
What?
no one ask for the autograph of the almighty Dragon Lord? Kahula how? Oh wow. No way, bro. What? You little... Oh dear. Oh dear.
They understand each other.
You even hear yourself, bro? How dare you? You insolent, contemptuous... Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro. Huh? Seriously? Seriously? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
Do you?
Darn it. Oh, wow. No way, bro. Do you even hear yourself, bro? You're hopeless. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulao's wisdom is wasted on you. No way, bro. See you later. Huh?
Oh, these two.
Oh, you meant Kakuku and a how. Wow, I feel like those two could argue forever.
Dude, you don't know the half of it.
Hang in there, bro.
You too, huh? Man, this bro thing is really taking off.
Well, Kakuku is just that infectious. So, travelers met Aoife in the previous version, but since we now have the chance to add him to our parties, want to give us a formal introduction, Johnny?
Oh.
I thought you'd never ask, Jane. Absolutely. As most of you probably know, Aoife is a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather clan. In that land, humans and Saurians live and fight side by side. Saurians get sick and hurt just like everyone else. So Saurian vets do a very important job in that land.
Okay.
And Aoife is a really good one. In fact, you've probably heard of some of his accomplishments already. like how he saved Kakuku's life, and now, of course, Kakuku works as his trusty assistant.
Yeah, Aoife is practically a miracle worker. I heard Ahau got sick one time, so Kanish took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do you know? Ahau was better in like 2 seconds. Imagine that.
Sounds like Aoife really knows his stuff. I wonder if he can treat all kinds of dragons, like even ones from other nations.
I guess, in theory, yeah, I don't see why not. Plus, if it was an emergency, Kakuku could help him get there in no time.
I mean, I heard the Flower Feather clan is known for riding kukasaurs, but this is less riding and more dangling, isn't it?
Hey, this is a Kakuku appreciation zone only, all right? But seriously, just wait until you see him sprint. He spreads out those huge wings, and it's super awesome. Oh, and while we're on the subject, if there are any travelers who haven't done the part of the Ochkanatlan World Quest where you chase down the evil dragon, try it out with Aoife. It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Yeah.
Too late, I've already done the
see
quest.
that. Although it looks more like Aoife is chasing down a patient for a checkup.
Yeah. So, okay, what else can Aoife do in combat?
Well,
Catalyst,
Aoife
right?
is an Animo Vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve. For example, when faced with aggressive enemies, Aoife can unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic sedative, creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies. Yeah, of course, as Aoife's good bro, Kakuku also helps him out in combat. With Aoife's elemental skill, Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him an aerial advantage in combat.
Poor little guy, he has
And
to
while
drag
in the
Aoife
state,
around.
Aoife can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal Animo damage upon impact and restore HP to the entire party.
Oh, nice. So what kind of team comps work
A
best
healer,
with Aoife?
okay.
Well, to answer that, we should introduce one of his talents first. When Aoife is in the Night Soul's blessing state, he can use his Field Medic's vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based on the total amount of Night Soul points across the entire party.
Okay, so he works well with characters that can trigger swirl and electrocharged reactions, and characters that can generate Night Soul points. He seems like a really flexible unit.
Yeah, he is. Plus, in areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if your current active character or indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice, putting those medical skills to use. His kit seems really intuitive.
That's pretty
and
cool.
He helps with exploration. I feel like exploring the sacred volcano will be a lot easier with Kakuku to dangle from.
Well, what can I say? He is a helpful little guy. Now, moving on to our next bit of news, a new boss is coming in version 5.6, the Secret Source Automaton.
Oh, is that the
Overseer.
dragon we met?
Travelers will need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel like we faced something like
Yeah, I
this
think that's the
before.
guy.
That's
Or at least like
because
a
this boss
version
has
of
the
him.
same origins as the Secret Source
You met him in
Automaton
that Soaring
configuration
quest
from
in that
version
land,
5.1.
involving
Both
the
are
little
pieces
one.
of ancient dragon technology.
They almost seem like 2 parts of one terrifying monster.
Okay, Jane, let's, this is where we should wrap this part up, I think, because travelers can search for their own answers to this in-game. Now, let's kick off the event portion.
Oh, wow. There are Natlan characters in Fontaine? Is it because of a festival or something?
Not a festival. An amusement park organized by Navia and the Spina di Rasula. Auroron and Aoife are there to deliver Natlan produce for the event. But it's not all veggies and good times, unfortunately. Against the backdrop of the festivities, a smuggling case is uncovered.
I always saw that in
leading
the
Kanish
trailer.
and Risley to cross paths.
A Saurian hunter and a prison warden. Sounds like a fun pairing.
Yeah, right? I actually have a few sneak peeks
Free
to
weapon.
share, so let's take a look.
Weird. Why is Ahau cowering behind Kanish? I would have thought he was too proud for that. Oh, wait. It must be because of Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
Right, I forgot about that.
Exactly. Ahau and Kakuku made the journey all the way to Fontaine and happened to arrive just in time for the ban.
Ugh.
Ahau was able to hide, but Kakuku got scared and flew straight into the Palais Nermonia. Auroron thinks Kakuku will manage to send all of the important documents in the Palais flying around the building.
Oh no, that can't end well. Well, what about Aoife? Isn't he going to come to Kakuku's rescue?
Don't worry, with Nervalette and Risley there, Kakuku's in good hands. Plus, he might even learn a new phrase or two. Hey, check it out. Risley managed to teach him one. Anyone want to guess what it is?
No.
Oh, I don't really know what it could be. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, I
Knowing
wanted to point
Ryo,
out
it could be a
there are two
swear word.
dragons in this
Well,
picture. So, does that mean Nervalet could, like, interpret for Kakuku? You know, dragon to dragon. Oh, I can't wait to see how their interactions go.
no.
Honestly, I can't even picture it, but I just know it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, there's nothing we can say that beats the real thing. So, if you're interested, be sure to check out all the shenanigans in game. And
Well, this should be an
trust me,
exciting
there
event,
are a
in
lot
a way.
of them. Always makes me laugh. Now, on to the actual amusement park. Let me give you some background. It's called the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland, and it's the brainchild of a well-known engineer and film buff with the Spina di Rasula in charge of the financing, construction, and general operations.
Oh, Lapine Pauline is back. Didn't she almost go bankrupt after basing her research on that fake story? I hope her investment pays off this time.
Well, if the Traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Come on board? Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's not like that. If you don't trust Lapine Pauline, yeah, okay. Her track record isn't great, but at least trust Cheval Moran and the Spina di Rasula.
If you say so.
And how do we make sure we don't run it into the ground?
Well, if the Traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Wait, so this is a management sim? Okay, tell me everything.
You got it, bro. Travelers will be in charge of operations like upgrading the facilities, expanding the park, and managing the staff. During each business cycle, travelers will need to allocate their precious funds and action points to the most important tasks based on their management needs.
And plus, Navia recruited Master Chef Escoffier to run the park's theme restaurant. Woo! The dishes she creates can give you unique management buffs, so don't miss out.
Absolutely. You can also increase your revenue by adding different kinds of attractions. For example, in Eclectic Escapades, visitors can experience unforgettable adventures where they fly through the air or dash underwater at high speeds.
Wow.
Or there's movie masterpieces where you have to use special abilities to reach the end of the stage and seize the treasure. Before launching these attractions, travelers will need to try them out and create a standardized strategy guide for each one so that visitors understand how to get the most out of the experience.
Nice.
Oh, and travelers can also add an attraction called Mellow Manor, where they can create a cozy retreat for different animals to draw in visitors and increase revenue.
And travelers can also recruit some familiar faces to help run the park. Among the recruits are Fontanian companions and friends from other nations too.
Yeah, that's right. By completing friendly encounters, travelers can learn useful management techniques from their companions. Eventually, these companions will become fixtures at the park and provide even more management support. So, long story short, don't worry too much. You don't have to go it alone.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
And plus, once you get down to business, you'll be rewarded for your efforts.
Ooh, do tell.
Oh, I will. Reach a certain point in the operations and you'll be able to claim all sorts of rewards, including Primo Gems and a new 4-star bow, Sequence of Solitude.
Awesome! More Primo Gems to save for your next pull. Which reminds me, we still haven't finished announcing the event wishes, have we?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Second
Sorry
phase.
to keep you in suspense, travelers. In
Kinich
the
and
second half
Raiden.
of version 5.6, we'll have returning event wishes for Kinich and the
Oh, I
Raiden
actually
Shogun.
want Kinich.
Plus, the Chronicled Wish
Wait.
banner will be returning in version 5.6. I know a lot of travelers have been waiting for that, so check it out if you're interested.
Yeah, you have to, and best of luck on your polls.
All right. That was a lot of info, so let's take our first break. Here's the second redemption code, travelers.
Oh, game, why? Why? Oh, this just killed me. Okay, so here's the second redemption code, but Kinich and Raiden. I actually want Kinich. I want Aoife, I want Kinich. And, well, the game just presented a problem to me because I hate the Chronicle Wish. I just never have enough wishes for that. And, well, usually you're gonna need about like 120 fates. I'm counting like the baseline pity, the basic amount, which is 60 plus 60. You lose Like, you get the fate point after 60 fates. Okay, so you lost, and then, you know, you've accumulated that fate point, and now you just need 60 more to get the weapon or the character that you want. And, well, the problem is that I don't have Ito's weapon, and I need that weapon.
Festival, once a celebration of flowers, now shrouded in unease. Why is Albedo on trial? Who is the young man in the courtroom? And is he friend or foe? What tidings does the Dodo communication device bring this time? The answers to these questions and more in the version 5.6 Archon Quest.
Nice voice.
Nice.
Ah, shucks, thanks.
So, we finally make it back to Mondstadt, and Albedo's on trial. And I don't even know what to think. But something tells me there's more to this situation than meets the eye.
Well, I've put together some information about the case. Let's go through it and see if we can uncover some new clues. So, here's the deal. Albedo's been accused of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, and the case is being tried in secret. The logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo, so the situation is serious.
I'm sure Hertha is just trying to do her job
Oh,
and
her.
uncover
Okay.
the truth. But there has to be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Well, in court, the evidence does the talking. Travelers will have access to Albedo's office on the second floor of headquarters to do their own investigation into the case and hopefully track down some clues.
So I saw Jean, Kaya, and Eula in the courtroom, all members of the Knights of Favonius, which makes sense. But it looked like someone from the church was also there.
Oh, that's Dahlia. He's the deacon of the Church of Favonius, so he works with Barbara, Rosaria, and the other members of the clergy. Dahlia acts as the Herald of Barbados, which is interesting
One of the
because
next
he's also
playable
friends
characters.
with Venti.
Yeah, very interesting. He sounds like a very important figure then.
Well,
Oh, I didn't
speaking
know
of
he would be
Venti,
Hydro.
The Dodo communication device is back in this quest. At some point, Venti needs it to get in touch with Alice. But on the
Alice.
first attempt, the line connects to Grandmaster Varka instead. It's only on the second try that he manages to reach Alice.
Whoa, hold on. You just dropped two major names. Barker has been on an expedition for a long time. Sounds like we finally get to hear how he's doing. As for
here,
Alice,
okay.
we know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder of the Hexen Circle.
I thought we were gonna see Varka
I
for like a
wonder why
split
Venti
second.
needs to get in touch with her.
For like a video
Wait,
chat or
could it
something,
be
you know, that
because
the
of
game could
monsters in the
organize.
city?
Oh, you know what?
Something
in
like
Amber's
that.
anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has been skyrocketing lately.
Right? And now there are even more monsters in the city. So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for help.
I think you two are onto something. And if we take a look at this map, we can see that a lot of our old friends have joined in on the fight to defend Mondstadt.
Wow, this is kind of emotional. Mondstadt was the beginning of everything. It's the place where travelers met their first companions and embarked on this whole journey. Now it's in crisis. Oh, hopefully travelers can do something to stop it.
Oh, they can, but it won't be an easy road. Alice can offer something to help, but
New
travelers
boss,
will need
okay.
to pass a trial first and defeat the king and queen on the chessboard.
Anything to defend Mondstadt. I'm sure travelers aren't scared of a little trial.
She just said king and queen. Is this gonna be like that Fontaine boss where there's two of them?
Let's take a look at what awaits them.
Except maybe, you know, do we get to choose which one to fight, like in Fontaine? Or do we have to fight both of them at the same time? Oh god, we do. Well, this is the music, isn't it, from this domain, I'm guessing. That's the king? I thought he was going to be looking a little bit more majestic.
Alice will preside over the first phase of the trial. The trial takes place on a chessboard, but the rules of chess don't exactly apply. Look closely and you'll notice some of the pieces on the board can harm the king. Travelers can use that to their advantage to create an opening and dish out damage. But in the second phase, there are no chess pieces to use. Travelers will need to rely on their own strength to emerge victorious.
It looks like there's a different Dodoco presiding over the second phase. One wearing a blue hat. Is that a different mage from the Hexen Circle?
Ooh, I wonder which one.
Well, travelers will have to uncover that for themselves. As for the second phase of
Yeah,
the trial,
walk us through how to
let me
beat them.
offer a quick piece of advice. The boss has some extremely powerful attacks, but freeze reactions can help you create an opening.
Maybe jot that one down for later, travelers. So, we know there's murder, an attack on Mondstadt, a Hexen Circle trial, but we have no idea how all of this is connected.
So, if anyone doesn't have a
Seems
cryo
like there's a lot
character,
for
pull for a
travelers to
Scoffier.
uncover. You know, if you think about it, first Natlan had a crisis with the ley lines that almost ended in death. Then, a similar crisis happened in Liyue, and now Mondstadt is in danger. Oh, I can't help but wonder if this is all some kind of terrible omen.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. It's another chance for answers. Maybe we'll uncover new clues about forces we've encountered before, or what we can expect on the road ahead.
Or maybe we'll even get one step closer to the truth of Tavat.
Yeah, and then travelers can give us all the answers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to you guys.
All right, okay, well, let's lighten things up and dive into the remaining version 5.6 events.
Yes.
First up on the docket is an event that brings us back to Fontaine, where travelers can test out their tactical brilliance in the new wargame, Operation Damport Simulation.
Dude, nice.
Oh, I know. This wargame comes with all new offensive and defensive gameplay. The key to success is really understanding
Oh, we
your
get to
game
play as
assets.
enemies again.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, for example, is it a melee or ranged attack piece? Can it quickly break through obstacles or maybe even bypass them entirely? Once you feel like you know what you're doing, you can test out your skills in co-op.
We get to play as
actual
defense and
gameplay
offense,
is pretty
right?
simple. What this event really tests is strategy. For example, when adjusting your defensive lineup, you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a button called Defensive Simulation. Looks like we can use it to test out our strategies?
That's right. And once you set the defensive and offensive lineup that works best for you, the battle is ready to begin. And while your opponent tries to break through your defenses, your job is to use your chosen offensive lineup to outmaneuver their strategy. The side that breaks the opposing formation first, or makes greater progress within the time limit, wins.
Okay, so it sounds like it all comes down to strategy. All right, so get tactical, travelers.
Now, if that last event was mostly about brain power, this next one is all about firepower.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look at the gameplay. Think this is a simple battle for coins? Ha, well, think
Co-op.
again. Players will have the opportunity to indwell Saurians at certain points. Use their abilities to your advantage, and you might be able to turn the tides in your favor.
I don't mind these co-op events, I just don't like to hurt the other players. But sometimes, you know, it's necessary because it's just part of the gameplay.
Oh, if only. The Saurian form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you'll have Natlan character skills at your disposal. So the goal is to collect as many coins as possible to secure victory.
Nice, bro. So, this next event is called Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems. I'm sure at this point in their journey, travelers have gained their fair share of companions and have tested out their skills in a variety of different situations. But maybe there's a character you want to learn more about, like a Scoffier, for example. Let's say you want to test out her potential in different team comps. Then, I highly recommend trying out this event.
Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems gives travelers the opportunity to study and test out different team compositions. The event is divided into different levels of difficulty, and there are also challenge buffs to take advantage of.
I
So
saw the
make sure to
pink
take that
medal
into
and I
account when
immediately
forming
hate
your
this event.
teams. Okay.
I can barely
Travelers
get gold
also take a
in
look
these.
at the challenge record and see how their friends approached each challenge. Could provide some food for thought.
Not really, because they have
Sounds
different
like a perfect
characters to me.
excuse to do some experimentation and think outside the box.
Indeed.
Alright, moving on to some Genius Invocation TCG updates. First, a new card skin will be added to the card shop, so check it out if you're interested. Travelers can also look forward to new character and action cards added to regular mode.
Nice. More food for the card sharks.
There are also some major updates to automatic artistry.
Oh, so in addition to the character and action card updates, the elemental reaction effects are different.
Yeah, and during the match, there's now a card refresh option as well as mechanisms for character enhancement and replacement, so the gameplay should be even more engaging. Travelers might even be able to come up with some new strategies and surprise their opponents with unexpected moves.
Wow, that was a lot of
And
damage.
finally, the Ley Line Overflow event is returning in version 5.6, so don't miss out.
We won't, and let's take our last break. When we return, we'll talk system optimizations and a cool collab. See you on the other side, travelers.
Bye.
I mean, that ley line overflow isn't really... Oh, there's the third redemption code. The ley line overflow isn't really much of an event anymore. This is just a regular that happens every patch, right? Pretty much. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, about these events. Like I'm seeing these, you know, these chibi characters, these voice actors explain these events in detail, but I'm someone who likes to experience these events myself, so I kind of don't really get what they're on about. But yeah, once I get my hands on these events myself, then, you know, I'm gonna get the hang of them. What's this? It's like a calendar, isn't it? Oh, I forgot what was I gonna say because this is live. Oh yeah, earlier I was talking about, sorry. Earlier I was talking about the Chronicle Wish banner. And yeah, I'm just disappointed.
Welcome back, travelers.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Let's jump right into system optimizations. Some travelers provided feedback that the brilliant blessing enhancement process in the Imaginarium Theatre was a bit confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically and optimize character turn order. So, in the version 5.6 update, the dev team has made the brilliant blessing details page a lot more intuitive, which should make it easier for travelers to make strategic level up decisions.
Nice.
Yeah, and in addition, rewards will be available for completing the star challenges in the new season of the Imaginarium Theater that begins on June 1st.
You know what would be nice? A restart button after the final act. As it stands right now, finishing the final act takes you directly to the credits, right? What if you just missed that last star challenge? That would be such a bummer.
Yeah, the dev team has received that feedback as well, so a restart button is also being added to the new update.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
That should make it easier to get full stars. Alright, so this next update addresses another common problem. Travelers have probably noticed that when you go to raise a character's skills, the skill descriptions can be pretty long and dense.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. It's important for travelers to have all the details. But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds, so this is something the dev team has been working on. Starting in version 5.6, the descriptions on the talent and constellation pages for new characters will be optimized to be more concise, so it's easier for travelers to grasp the core information. Of course, travelers who prefer to dive into all the details can always expand the content for a more comprehensive description.
Nice. Sorting through all that information should be a lot faster now.
Totally.
Our next optimization is for the treasure compass.
I mean, I personally don't mind
Travelers
when, you know,
provided
the
feedback
talents have
that
long
while
description.
attempting to complete Natlan's warrior challenges, it was difficult to locate where to pick up the quests. So, after the version 5.6 update, the treasure compass can now track those locations.
Yeah, they can. Warrior challenges are important because that's how you get obsidian fragments, which you can use to unlock tribal
Oh,
secret
they're talking about the
spaces.
Natlan.
It would be nice if the treasure compass could track
The
those
Natlan
too.
challenges, right?
Can. And once your exploration progress is high enough, the treasure compass will be able to pinpoint the location of tribal secret spaces as well. Similarly, at a high enough exploration progress, more chests from various nations can also be located using the treasure compass.
Oh, nice. That should really help travelers that are stuck at 99%
Oh, it will, thank you,
exploration
game.
progress.
Map pins have also been optimized. Starting in version 5.6, travelers can now delete custom pins in batches.
Ooh, that should make it a lot easier to start fresh if you're someone who really likes to go ham with the markers.
Definitely. Well, that wraps up our system optimizations. So now it's time for some out-of-game news.
That's right. First, we have some exciting collaboration news to share. Genshin Impact is partnering with the global beauty brand Charlotte Tilbury to launch 2 limited edition sets.
Wow.
So, let's watch the preview trailer for the collaboration.
Charlotte Tilbury. Should have put Charlotte then instead of Mona. These collaborations and sponsorships are actually quite fun to watch as well. After the live stream ends, I'm gonna try to, you know, explain my point of view a little bit more. Because I don't say much during these live streams because I don't really want to, you know, interrupt. Well, not interrupt, but kind of talk over the chibis and the voice actors.
But I have even more news. In addition, Genshin Impact's third Natlan OST album, Radiance of Flame, is coming soon. Yeah, the album contains various tracks composed by the Hoyo Mix team for the Collective of Plenty and other regions, so stay tuned for the drop.
Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. The music's gonna be so cool.
So
You know it.
beautiful.
Wow.
Okay, let me check my scroll here. Yeah, that's all the information I have about version 5.6.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover more about the Albedo trial mystery
Yeah, same.
and to defeat the new boss on the chessboard.
And I can't wait for you all to meet Escoffier. It's been so much fun working on her, and I just think you're gonna love her.
And to follow that up, Aoife is finally playable, and of course he's gonna have Kukuku right by his side, but the mini-games are always so fun and creative.
Absolutely.
Just can't wait.
Well, that's it for the version 5.6 special program. A new adventure awaits. I hope it brings with it new friendships, new answers, and a whole lot of fun. And with that, all there's left to say is, see you in game, travelers. Bye. Bye. Bye.
See ya.
Song of the Welcome Moon. Ooh, okay. Okay, so I guess that's it for the live stream. So to summarize my thoughts on this live stream, the fact the Windbloom Festival is coming back, I'm excited for that because that's a fun one. That's a fun event. Aoife is going to be playable. I'm excited for that as well because I actually, you know, want to get Aoife. It's just that, you know, I don't really want to get Escoffier. But if they're going to be on the same banner in the same patch, then, well, if I want Aoife, I'm just going to have to spend some primos on her banner. And if I get her, I get her. Hopefully, I'll lose my 50-50 on her banner and just get Aoife. Because I also want to get Kinich. And, yeah, if I lose, then I'm going to get him. It's just that I didn't expect the devs to put a Chronicle Wish in this patch, like straight after a new character. I mean, you know, Escoffier is a new character. So yeah, no, I'm a little bit disappointed because well, how many characters do I have? I'm missing Ayato, I'm missing Chiori, and I'm missing Yaimiko. But I don't want these characters, really. It's just that I have Ito, but I don't have his weapon. I tried, like, twice, was it? Yeah, I tried to pull twice, and I didn't get his weapon. And basically, like, I'm just a little bit disappointed that they put the Chronicle Wish here. If they, you know, gave Ito a rerun, then that would be a different story, because there wouldn't be any, like, how do I put it? There would just be, you know, I feel like it'll be a little bit easier to get his weapon in a regular limited weapon banner than a Chronicle Wish. So I'm not gonna try. I'm just not gonna try getting his weapon because I know that I will lose. I'll get a fate point and then I just won't have enough for his weapon. But yeah, besides this little bit of disappointment, overall, this patch will seem pretty epic, pretty cool. I like that they also introduced an upcoming playable character, Dahlia. I just didn't expect him to be Hydro. I don't know what his deal is, as in, you know, playstyle, kit, character. So I don't really have an opinion about him yet. But yeah, I thought he's gonna be a Fontaine character, right? Not a Mondstadt one, and yet he is in Mondstadt at Albedo's trial. So yeah, I'm kind of curious what his deal is, but besides that, like, I'm just gonna, you know, forget about him after. Like, if he's not going to be introduced in 5.7, 5.8, maybe he'll be introduced in the 6.0 patches, but for now I'm just going to, you know, forget about him. But that's just me. Maybe some of you out there are, you know, like really excited for him, so if, you know, anybody out there is saving for him, then in the future, good luck on getting him. What else was to note? Oh yeah, the optimizations. The treasure compass optimization, I'm actually excited for that as well, because it will just help us all out with, you know, exploration. Because I'm personally stuck on 97% in the Collective of Plenty, the Natlan area, and yeah, I'm just, like, I've been at it for days and I haven't been able to completely explore the area, so this is going to help me out as well. And yep, I mentioned the chess boss, the king and the king and queen. This is going to be a hassle, isn't it? If there's 2 phases and there's 2 of them, they are probably, if there's 2 of them, they are probably like linked in HP. If that makes sense. Like, you have to, it's gonna be probably like those Vishaps in Kanomiya, right? If you kill one, you have like a few seconds to kill the other one. Well, this one is gonna respawn. But yeah, we're just gonna have to see for ourselves how this boss is gonna work. I just hope that it'll be, you know, kind of easy to beat, because I don't really like combat in these games. So, you know, the quicker I beat a boss, an enemy, it's just, you know, the more fun I have in the game. And yep, I think this is pretty much mainly. Oh yeah, and the yeah, this guy as well, he's gonna be the new boss. Hopefully it'll be easy to beat as well. We met this guy in the Nalan Soren quest, didn't we? His full form, at least, because this kind of looks like, you know, this is just head of the dragon, isn't it?
Okay, Jane, let's from version 5.1. Both are pieces of ancient dragon technology.
They almost seem like 2 parts of one terrifying monster.
Okay,
2 parts,
Jane,
right?
Let's
Escoffier seems cool. She's looks like a character worth pulling for. But yeah, personally I don't want her because, well, I think I already have enough cryo characters. There's Kaya, there's Ayaka, there's Ryo, there's Charlotte, there's Rosaria. Like, sure, you know, it's because of her kit, her playstyle, her, like, the buffs that she gives in the team. That's why she's gonna be worth pulling for, but like, I don't even have Shenhe and I have Ayaka, so it's like, it would feel a bit weird for me to try and pull for a Escoffier if I don't have Shenhe. But that's just me. If any of you wanna pull for Escoffier, then good luck on getting her. And yeah, I think this will be it. I will put the redemption codes as redemption. Oh my god, I can't speak today. Redemption codes in the comment section for you all to copy them. And yeah. Oh yeah, this main event. Well, not main event, but like also a big event where we get either a free character or a free weapon. In this patch, it'll be a free weapon. I hope it's good. Because I sometimes feel like these free weapons, some of them have been forgotten. Some of them haven't even been put on any character, I bet. Like, at least give it ER, you know? Not attack or anything like that, because that's just, you know, that's just boring. It's not really gonna... This weapon probably isn't gonna be good for anyone, really. So I hope that it at least has ER. So yep, everyone, that was it for this video. If anybody is gonna try going for Navia, or Kinich, or Raiden, or Escoffier, or just Aoife, or anybody on the Chronicle Wish banner, good luck to all of you. I hope you get the characters that you want, and yeah, take care everyone, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya!